I'm so fucking mad at you.
Again.
You piss me off. You live wrong.
I need to grab my charger. Is that okay?
Your Dodge Charger?
Yeah, I need to go grab my car that is a Dodge Charge. Come on. We're trying to have a serious conversation here. So I didn't write anything. I'm going off the dome here.
Okay. Do I have a part?
Help! Help! That's the first line.
Help!
And then there's another. No. What is that?
I thought you were telling me my line.
Do I do that during your scene? Do I do that during your scenes?
I thought you were telling me my line.
Do I just start shouting during your scenes and saying things that I didn't say?
Well, I don't know. We haven't done my scene yet.
So basically, we're writing like a. I don't really remember what it was exactly. I thought it was a page of a script. But I also think I said a scene.
Yeah, you said a scene.
Yeah. Okay. I asked you what I said, and you said I don't know. But that's
I remember
fine.
now that you said a scene.
So my script it's like a script about. There's two people.
Do we want to read the script and then you can describe it? What happened?
Yeah.
Okay, what part do I read?
You read. What part do you want to read?
I can. Well, what? I don't know. I'm not reading it until you tell me what part to read.
Pick a part.
I can't see the parts because I can't read until you tell me what part to read.
Pick one. You got this.
Okay, I'll be Felicity.
Okay, so you did see it. So what you? Okay. Awesome. So we start in the forest in the daytime.
Okay,
and
I'm locking
Jordan
in.
and Felicity are sat in the forest, and the floor is covered in moss, and the roots are overgrown, and they're both in tattered clothes that are covered in blood.
Oh shit. Okay, so like, what's my vocal tone?
You know, that's your. You know. You're the character.
I'm interpreting it. Okay.
You need to live in the character.
Let me get method.
Okay. Go to the forest in tattered clothes covered in blood.
With my chicken nuggets that I'm eating.
You're eating whilst we're recording?
I'm almost done, actually. You've taken really long to start this.
It's just quite unprofessional.
Whatever. I'm sorry.
Okay, and then
we need to stop interrupting this.
And then the dialogue starts. Do you think this is it?
It depends. What do you mean by it?
Yeah, like, over. Are we done?
I don't know. Can't go back, but we're alive.
Barely. And then there's a wide shot and the whole forest the wide shot of the whole forest that's surrounding the girls. And ambient music's playing under the forest sounds. And that plays for a bit, and then it goes back. I'm scared, Felicity.
I don't think I am anymore. I'm less scared than I used to be. I think we're where we need to be.
We can't just stay here. Where are we going to?
I don't have the answers, Jordan. I'm sorry, but I'll stick with you if you stick with me.
I don't think we have a choice anymore. They're gonna find us if we stop running. I just want to find home. And they both sit for a while, taking in the forest and the peace of it. The sun's low and the cold starts to show in the girl's demeanor. And then they get up, grab their bags, and walk tentatively into the forest. And that's my script.
Woo!
Okay, don't do that. Come on. No, I don't.
It's greenlit. Netflix, 2 seasons.
Yeah. Awesome.
Sign her ass. Sign her ass.
Don't do that. Netflix, I'll fucking sue. You don't think I'll sue?
Who's sue?
I don't know what's sue with you.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Obviously, it's who knows what happened.
Exactly.
To be anything.
It's a little. I bet you're wondering how we got here, sort of deal.
And a record scratch at the end.
Yeah, there will be a record scratch. I forgot to write that bit. But it's kind of because I figured out I figured out everything. It's the whole show or a movie or whatever, it's done.
So you know what happened that got them there.
Yeah. And I know what happens after.
We're just gonna have to wait till the Netflix show comes out to see it.
Yeah, because it's kind of based around like an idea I
more
had
like an
for like
Amazon Prime show, if I'm being honest.
Love to hear that. That's a big endorsement, to be honest. If you said HBO, we'd be going crazy.
Well, they don't have their tits out, so it can't be HBO. Although maybe you send me the rest of the script and I'll see if it's HBO worthy. I'll talk my contacts with HBO.
You know the like quote unquote stereotype or just like general thing of like this moment of like hyper masculinity that a lot of trans people go through before transition, or trans girls go through before transitioning.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to like, I don't know, I had an idea of just this like person who used to have some sort of criminal life. I don't really know what, and it's been like, I don't know, years since. It's like the John Wick of trans girls. No, but like, yeah, like, I don't know, she's like restarted her life and then somehow it comes back in some way, and it's just about like destroying the sort of
status quo.
Yeah, I mean, I guess destroying the like
patriarchy,
maybe like internalized transphobia, or like I guess it could also just be like dysphoria or something.
Both of your crafts, both of your things for Craft Club have been like so interesting, like kind of like a peek into your psyche.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going for. I was thinking like earlier today whether I was trying to like. So I was like,
write this all yesterday.
I wrote this all about 2 hours ago in one sitting.
Oh, we're awesome. We know how to get things done. We have an entire week to do something, and we do it in the last possible moment, like girl bosses do.
Okay, miss speaking. Oh, that's good. That's good. Write that one down.
My scene is like a lot longer. I kind of wrote an entire episode, but it's a 1 scene episode.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of went crazy on Adderall last night. I kind of wrote it like a book, because you didn't say a movie scene. You said like a play scene or anything, any kind of scene. Right?
I said any script. Yeah, just anything with a script. Do that.
Let me describe it. Okay, close your eyes. Everyone, close your eyes. The room is a sterile white with mostly white LEDs, maybe like 2% pink, illuminating the entire space. There's a fish tank from floor to ceiling filled with alien fish and fauna, and a mechanical doorway with some sort of futuristic interface and a closed mechanical porthole. The other walls are lined with horizontal decals indicating something undecipherable, along with a cluster of pipes adjacent the ceiling. There are columns of transparent tubes in rows leading to the doorway, with orange lava lamp fluids flowing gently through them. It's unclear whether they're for decoration or if they have a purpose. There's a slight drone and occasional beeping and air pressure release sound effects throughout the scene. We fade into a top-down view of this room in Gobbie's space station, straight above Cass and Gobbie. Cass is lying on a floating therapist couch, looking at the ceiling somewhat depressed. Gobbie is sitting on a chair with cushions made out of a lava lamp, kind of like a waterbed, with a tablet and pen in her hand, seemingly taking notes. While the camera is fading in, it's also reorienting to be more level with the ground and closing in on Cass. Cass, continuing an off-screen conversation with an uninterested tone, says,
I just feel like maybe there's something more out there than just consuming content all day.
She stares at the ceiling, waiting a response, but as one doesn't immediately come, she turns towards Gobbie. The camera cuts to behind Gobbie's left shoulder, Cass still in frame to the left of Gobbie, whose tablet can now be seen. Gobbie's just gently nodding in response, as like an autopiloted response. She's been drawing the last panel of her comic from the previous week's Craft Club episode. She's not really listening, but noticing the prolonged silence, she responds with an unconvincing, Cass picks up on Gobbie's lack of attention, and her expression starts to go from somewhat depressed to somewhat annoyed. She tests to see if Gobbie is paying attention using one of their recent vocal stems. But it falls on deaf ears. Gobbie, failing the test, responds mindlessly but with a truth nuke nonetheless. You should start estrogen. Cass, getting more annoyed now, begins to stand up, which startles Gobbie, causing her to scramble to try and lock her tablet, but she drops it without succeeding in the process. Cass sees the tablet screen and gives Gobbie a disappointed glare as Gobbie dives to cover the screen with her body, not realizing Cass had already seen what was on it. The camera cuts to inside the fish tank, facing towards the door. There's a slight blue tint and you can see a persistent stream of bubbles floating past. A hyper-realistic alien fish floats into frame. The eye on the side of its head we can see seemingly staring straight at the camera as it stops for a moment and then hurriedly scurries past. Gobbie locks the tablet and picks it up. She starts to stand up and looks at where she was expecting Cass to be standing, but realizes Cass is now storming off towards the exit. The camera cuts to a side portrait type view of Cass stomping past the columns of lava lamps, each distorting her in various ways as she passes behind them from our point of view. Where are you going? Gobbie says as she hurries to try and catch up to Cass, whose long strides already have her halfway to the door. We can watch whatever you want, the goblin pleads as she pulls out a remote and starts pressing buttons on it. The panels of the walls to the right of Cass begin to recess and slide vertically out of the way, giving way to screens that push through and extend past the walls, turning on while rotating to face her, blasting her and the audience with more and more garbage content and recognizable memes as she gets closer and closer to the door. But Cass stops in her tracks. A second later, the camera cuts to behind her head, about 10 feet, the door another 10 feet in front of her. She waits for a few moments, allowing Gobbie to catch up and for the back of Gobbie's head to arrive in frame. The 3-foot goblin stops behind the 6'3" anthropomorphic fox, who then turns around and looks down to address the goblin half her size.
What are we doing here, Gobbie?
The camera cuts, now facing Gobbie's face. There's a scream creeping in above her head as she looks towards the ground thinking. She looks up uncertainly, meekly letting out the phrase, "hanging out?" without a shred of confidence, a weak smile on her face and a shrug. The camera moves slowly backwards and to the right while panning slightly left so that Cass is now in frame, but partially behind one of the lava lamps. Cass, obviously unimpressed with this answer, thinks for a moment before something starts to catch her eye. She points at the screen above Gobbie, and with a tone indicating she's forgotten the last 5 minutes, says,
Wait, is that Chariot 2013?
A slight mechanical sound whirs for a moment, but nothing in frame seeming to be the source. Gobbie looks up back over her shoulder and sees a screen playing Chariot 2013. Oh, yeah, I guess. She takes out the remote and presses a button, which causes Chariot 2013 to push the other content playing out of frame and growing it to full screen. Gobbie looks forward back towards Cass, but something out of frame behind Cass catches her eye and fills her with fear for just a moment. She quickly focuses back on Cass, who is entranced by the film, which calms Gobbie, now knowing that Cass hadn't noticed her expression. Cass, without looking away from the screen, says,
You didn't tell me we had Chariot 2013.
Gobbie's face gives way to a relieved smile and presses another button on her remote, causing the floor behind Cass to recess like the walls giving way to screens. A sofa taller than Gobbie rises from the newly opened pit. The camera gently moves to be straight behind Cass's head, Gobbie passing behind one of the lava lamps from the camera's perspective during the transition. At the same time, a mechanical arm sprouts from a hole behind the sofa and pushes the sofa forward into the back of Cass's legs, causing her legs to give as she seamlessly succumbs to the deadly comfort of the sofa, hypnotized by Chariot 2013. When the camera motion stops, we see the back of Cass's head in the center of the screen playing Chariot 2013 with the aquarium far in the background. Gobbie's hand reaches above the height of the sofa so that you can actually see it, gesturing for Cass to scoot over, and she does so mindlessly. Gobbie climbs up on the sofa beside Cass, her head barely peeking above the back once she's settled. The mechanical arm starts slowly sliding the sofa forward towards the aquarium, the camera following 5 feet behind their heads. As they start to move, BoJack Horseman-style music starts playing for the audience and the lights begin to slowly dim, giving to a theater atmosphere. The pair are pushed down the same path Cass stormed off in the opposite direction. Gobbie remembers what she saw and turns around, standing up on the sofa to be able to see past the back of it, looking directly at the camera with a concerned expression upon her face. A microwave slides up on a circular floor panel to the right of the sofa's final resting place, along with a selection of Spy Kids-style instant fast food meals under a tiny spotlight. Cass looks away from the screen for the first time since noticing Chariot 2013 was playing, chooses one of the meals and puts it in the microwave. She then looks to Gobbie to ask what she wants, but sees her expression towards the door and holds her tongue. The music stops and the camera cuts one last time, now facing the front of Cass and the back of Gobbie on the sofa, illuminated only by the screen playing Chariot 2013 and the gentle orange glow of the lava lamps. Far in the background, the porthole window in the door is open, and 2 glowing eyes can be seen looking inside. Cass looks towards the screen for a split second, and then back to Gobbie with a half-confused, half-concerned look on her face, and inquires,
"Aren't you paying attention?"
"Don't worry about it. What I miss?" Gobbie responds playfully, sitting back down. They both lock back into the film. The same mechanical whir sound effect that played earlier plays as the porthole closes. Austin looks towards the door for a moment, while Gobbie stares up at her. Cass looks back down at Gobbie, and they lock eyes for a few seconds. Then they both look directly towards the camera and screen playing Chariot 2013. Cut to black.
Wow.
And then after a few seconds, we cut to inside the fish tank, and the same hyper-realistic alien fish is there. It winks in the camera.
Okay.
Cut to black.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's a right script, and there it is. What's the end?
The end is that Cass has fully
Watch Chariot.
No, the beginning was her mentally breaking out of this cage she's in, but the end is her falling back into it.
Okay, but not really, because now there's a creature?
Yeah, that's for a different episode.
The alien fish is a character, like a little comedic
joke.
relief.
Yeah.
Okay. So I fall back into it, but you're not the villain
Hard to say.
because there's a creature.
Yeah, but Gobbie's kind of complacent in it now. Like, she knows that there's something to be done and is following through with it.
Sometimes you don't need to understand it.
What do you don't understand it?
What? No.
What do you mean?
I understand the base plot that we've got going on, which is you go, I was going to leave. I think, you know what? There's a look into your psyche here.
It's not my psyche. I was actually psychoanalyzing you with this.
I don't think you were.
I think I was.
Okay, I don't think you were doing it well then.
Well, that's not the point.
You understood that I love slop, but then you also were, what was my first lines, there's more out there than consuming content all day.
Mm-hmm.
That's not me. I love content.
You like creating content too, though.
Okay, but
Chariot 2013 also want love.
Yeah.
So that's what's more out there than watching content all day.
The script last week had no basis in reality. Not the script. Your comic last week. Yeah.
Really? I think my comic last week is also really related to this cinematic universe I'm building.
To the universe, yeah, but to like reality, no.
Oh, well, I mean, you don't want to play spin the bottle with me.
Yes.
So it does have basis in reality.
No.
What?
I don't want to play spin the bottle with you. That doesn't mean I have any intention of taking said bottle and using it to slice your throat.
Yeah, it's a metaphor
For what?
for how I feel when you say no to playing spin the bottle with me.
But that's not based in reality.
Who are you? Are you saying you know my feelings?
Yes. In this case, yes.
You really don't think I feel like I have been sliced in half every time you deny playing spin the bottle with me?
Why do you want to play spin the bottle with me?
No reason. God. Whatever.
Okay, there we go. There we go.
No, whatever.
So,
I'm not ready to say that, okay? Because you're so tall.
I am tall, that is true.
What meal did Cass pick from the selection of Spy Kids meals?
Oh, I was gonna say that bit was the farthest from reality. Because I would not eat that shit. Are you kidding me?
What?
It's gonna be gross slop. I don't want to.
No, it's perfect. It comes out perfect in this
Perfectly
world.
gross slop. No, because it's in a microwave. It's a microwave meal. It's gonna be gross slop.
It's a super microwave.
Give me 2 pieces of bread. You put some cheese in the middle. You put 1 piece of bread on top of the other, and then you throw that in the microwave.
A cheese Sammy. The microwave would catch on fire.
No, that only happened once, and that was unrelated. I think you get a 9 episode or a 10 episode run on Glitch.
On Glitch? Oh, on Glitch. Oh shit! Hell yeah!
Yeah,
I'll take it.
No, I think we can. We should probably cut it. All right.
All right. Do something funny. Hugs.
Hugs. Put a full. So don't put. Don't do that, Hugs. Come on, Jesus.
What the hell, Hugs?
What the hell, Hugs? Don't put on the screen. What the fuck?
I just can't be here anymore. All right, good episode.
Rome. Will someone do something? Emily, what about CPR?
CPR's not gonna help him. God, not the pilot.
Come on. Come on, damn it, breathe.